Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Golding, and we are working in your math packet on page 14. And this is a pretty big problem. It looks like it's going to be tough, but I'm going to share with you a resource that's going to make it easier. We've used this resource in a previous problem, and I know in my class, my students have experience creating histograms by hand on paper. And so I feel like rather than going through that tedious work for this problem, this resource is going to be much better for you. So it's this website here called Social Science Statistics, and I will include the URL in the description of this video so you can visit it. Okay, so as you can see here, I have taken all of the data from this problem and I have put it into this histogram maker. Now, this data represents hat sizes. So these basketball teams are selling baseball caps, kind of ironic, I guess, and they needed to figure out what sizes they needed to order. These numbers are in millimeters. So millimeters somebody sent me a message, didn't they? The millimeters are shown. Okay, so 513 millimeters, 525, and so on. So I have taken all this data, put it in the histogram maker, and I want to show you how this will work. I'm going to click generate, and we're going to give it a second here. It's going to generate a histogram for us. And what you're going to notice is that it starts the histogram at the first interval at 500 to 519. Now, the one in your packet doesn't start at 500, it starts at 510. So we want to match that. So we're going to go down here to edit our histogram, and our lowest class value is going to be 510, and then we're going to hit edit histogram. Now, once we do that, it might take just a minute, it will generate a new histogram. And I'm going to close my head here. Get rid of me. Okay. Now, this histogram is representative of the intervals as they're shown in your packet. 510 to 529, and I know yours says less than 530. But this is going to be the same intervals. Okay, so everything we need is here to answer the questions that are given. I want you to note the shape of our histogram, and I'm just going to kind of draw it here. If I were to draw this line, okay, it is not completely symmetrical, is it? And it does have a slight tail. The tail is located on the left. So this data is considered skewed. Did I say left? The tail is here on the right. So it's skewed ever so slightly to the right. Now you can see that here in our information. See where it says skewness? If this is a positive number, that tells you it's skewed to the right. If it's 0, it's a completely normal distribution. Now, so this is slightly, but see how small that number is? It's not very big, so it's slightly. Okay, standard deviation tells me how much variability or spread there is in my data. And there is quite a lot of spread, not huge amount. The larger the standard deviation, the greater the spread of the data. That's deviation from the mean, right? Okay, and the mean, which is the average, if I were to add up all those pieces of data by hand and divide by, I believe there were 39 values, 39 observations, that would have given me the mean, but this gives it to me nice and neat right here. So when we come back on the next video, I'm going to help you answer all of those questions. All right, stay tuned for the next video.